Hi, I've been asked when I realized that I was a caregiver. And I realized as a spousal caregiver after 40 years of sharing and caring and taking care of one another and anticipating needs that the beginning of caregiving is very blurred. So as I thought about it, I thought of three tsunami type events that really changed my role in caregiving. And the first was when my husband, who had neuropathy from diabetes and had uncontrolled diabetes, had to stop driving. And that meant that all of the chores and all of the appointments fell on me, and I was the primary transporter of everything. And that became difficult because I was still working full time, and to fit all of that in was very tough and changed my schedules quite a bit. The second thing that happened was when Dan became confused and he couldn't remember appointments, he couldn't remember foods, and my family started to make suggestions. And their suggestions were you need to downsize, you need to move, you need to learn the financials and record keeping of the family. So that put another big load on my shoulders, and I was still trying to work full time. The third tsunami and the last, which was the hardest, was the emotional disconnect. And Dan became very weak and frail, and he couldn't handle his own personal care, and that was really very difficult for me. But I had to keep working. So my son, who was 26, quit his job so that he could stay home with his father. And it was a good relationship building time for them, but it was really an emotional and depressing time for me because we knew it was the end of his life. And so I guess those were the three tsunamis that the waves of caregiving change that I remember.